Hey, what's up guys, it's DJ. Today we're going to take a look at every piece of equipment, vehicle, and tool, as well as the items coming with the Platinum DLC for Farming Simulator 22. The DLC will be releasing on Tuesday, November 15th, 2022 for all platforms and will be $20 USD. It is also included in the Year 1 Season Pass if you've got that. In total, we're going to be getting 21 different vehicles, 28 tools, and 11 miscellaneous items, including placeables. That is 60 individual items, which is absolutely wild. So let's check them out. These can all be found by you guys as well on the Farming Simulator website. Just simply go to DLC and click on Platinum Expansion. In here, we can see a list of everything that's going to be here. So let's take a look. First is the Volvo BM 2654. This can be found in small tractors, got 140 horsepower, and goes 35 kilometers per hour. You can tell that this is a little bit of a fuzzy picture because these are meant to be really, really small, and I've blown them up 500 times so you guys can see them. Next up, we've got the Volvo F16 Globetrotter. Can be found in semi-trucks. It's going to have between 470 and 500 horsepower, 90 mile per hour. Very cool truck there. We've got another semi-truck as well. This is the Volvo VNX 300, which has recently had a fact sheet showing this off, and yeah, that's triple axles in the back. Love that. 500 horsepower, 90 kilometers per hour. Next up, we've got another Globetrotter. This is the FH16 newer model right here. Similar specs between 550 and 750 horsepower. You're going to be able to do basically whatever you want with this truck. That's super cool. Now we move into our harvesters. The first one is the Komatsu 911.5 X3M. This is from 2011, and from what I understand, this design didn't really take off, so they haven't made one since as far as I'm aware. Can be found in forestry machines, got 228 horsepower. Moving on, we have another Komatsu. So these are going to be newer models right here, the 951. I think we've got a couple mods of the 951 in the game right now, but this is an official one from Giant Software. As far as details go on this one, 291 horsepower, 20 kilometers per hour, so it's a slow boy. Next up, we have the Impex Hannibal T50. Very cool. This is the largest harvester coming with the DLC. It is massive, 320 horsepower, but you can look at this and go, yep, that's got 10,000 horsepower. It's that big. It's going to be great. Now we also have a feller buncher coming from John Deere, the 843L-2. As far as details go on that, 270 horsepower, 18 kilometers per hour. So it's a slow boy, and I do believe we've got a mod similar to this as well in the game right now, I think from North Modding Company or somebody like that. Speaking of, we also have the 848L2. This is a skidder for you guys. As far as details go, very similar here, 281 horsepower, a little faster at 25 kilometers per hour. This is a big machine, both of these are. Making our way over, we have some excavators being added as well. Now, these clamps, as far as I know, these are separate, but we'll show you guys all the tools coming with these later on. As far as we got here, this is the EC250DL. Can be found in forestry machines and 187 horsepower, 10 kilometers per hour. It's going to be slow. But we've got another one as well. We've got a bigger EC380DL. Another Volvo excavator. It's in forestry machines, 292 horsepower, same speed though. Now, this is cool. We actually talked about this in my Volvo trip videos. Went to Volvo back in May, and in June, was able to release the videos from that. Well, this was one of them, and I talked about this possibly being in the DLC. And it is the SM462. This is going to be a forwarder for you guys, 47 horsepower, 20 kilometers per hour max speed. It's slow and it is not very powerful, but you know what? This screams start from scratch and logging. Next up, a little bit of a different machine. This is something kind of cool and is adding like this new tractor forestry hybrid that's being added. We've got a couple different machines like this with this DLC. The Fanzelt PM Track 3 forestry machines, 180 to 236 horsepower and 50 kilometers per hour. I think that's 32 miles an hour. As far as another machine that we've got from Fanzelt, the Felix. This can also be found in forestry machines. This is a skidder. We've shown this off before previously in fact sheets, and I think there's a version that's like a forwarder of this as well. It does have a crane on the back. It's got between 180 and 236 horsepower, 40 kilometers per hour. I think that's 24 miles per hour. Moving on, we've got another one. This is the Koshenruther K300R Gen 2. As far as I'm aware, this is a John Deere, I think a 6 or a 7R that has been heavily modified. 82 Studio recently did a video showing this off in a fact sheet video. Check that out because he went way in depth talking about these. As far as your details, 300 horsepower, 40 kilometers per hour, 24 miles an hour, and it is going to be a beast and get the work done. Speaking of a beast, something that I got to drive. I don't know who let me drive it, but it was a lot of fun. The Volvo L200H high lift. This thing can go up real high. It is a dangle kind of grab. We can turn the grab, which is nice, but as far as I know, we can't lock it into place. So it will just kind of be dangling there, turning left and right as you want it to. But as far as front to back, side to side, it ain't going nowhere. It is basically just a wheel loader with a logging grab on the front, but it is very powerful. 341 horsepower, 38 kilometer per hour max speed on there. Now we've got another one that I know you guys are very excited to see, something that Whipple Modding made very popular in Farm Sim 17 and 19, the Volvo BM LM841. Yes, it is here in an official stance. I believe it was the Lizard BM when it was released way back in the day, or BM something. Anyway, Massey Ferguson possibly. Anyway, it is going to be here in an official sense. 112 horsepower. So this is not one, but now two older Volvo BM forestry machines and the tractor. Now, we do have some newer wheel loaders as well, just a regular Volvo wheel loader. This is the L120H wheel loader. Details, 276 horsepower, 40 kilometers per hour. It's just a normal wheel loader. Very cool. This is the L120. However, we're getting a bigger one too, the L180H. This is actually just one step down from the high lift. Pretty cool. It's a great machine. Drives really good too. 333 horsepower, 38 kilometer per hour. You're just looking for an awesome wheel loader, this is the one right here. You don't have to pick anything else. Just go with that one. We are getting a forklift. This is kind of like an off-road, heavy-duty version of the Manitou that we've already got in the game, but it's a bigger version, the M50-4. It can be found in forklifts. As far as details go on this bad boy, if I can zip back down to it, 75 horsepower, 20 kilometers per hour. It ain't fast, but it's pretty powerful for its size. And we're getting another Volvo BM, the fourth Volvo BM, and the third one that's nice, bright, and yellow, the DR631. This can be found in miscellaneous because it's a dump truck. Yeah, it's a dump truck, man. 65 horsepower, 25 kilometer per hour. It'll hold 5,400 liters, and this thing is super cool. I got to see one of these in real life as well. Got to sit inside. It could get real hot real quick in there, even if you're in an air-conditioned room, so be ready. Now, moving on to equipment. We have 28 different items in this category, 21 vehicles, 28 tools. So let's jump right in. This is the Tashfun. I was told maybe I'm saying it correctly, maybe Typhoon. Anyway, it's the EGV65 AHK SG. Goodness gracious. It's a winch. That's what it is. This is the side that connects to your tractor, whatever 3-point implement you're running with the PTO. On the other side is going to be the winch. In detail section here, 60 horsepower required, and that's it. Then we have basically the same thing, just from a different brand and a different name and a different styling. This one requires 80 horsepower from Fenzel. Then we get into the yarders. Oh yeah, the Kohler K300T. They say plus SKA1-Z. Not quite sure what that means, but I do know that this is a yarder, hooks up via 3-point, run off PTO, and once you kind of get it into a zone, it will automatically reach out and stabilize itself. And that's pretty darn cool. But we've got another version of a yarder here as well. This is the Kohler K30C. This 307C-H Plus EcoFlex. It's a trailer version. It's bigger. This will also move in both directions, carrying equipment, whereas the other one will only go uphill, if that makes sense to you guys. Now, moving on. The Fenzel P13 4272. This bad boy right here, it's just a kind of forwarder trailer at the end of the day. Real easy, nice, simple. You guys know how to use these. Moving on, we've got some trailers from Schwarzmuller. This is their timber trailer. This is a smaller version that's going to hold maybe 8 to 10 meter logs, something like that. More of like a single or 1.5 bunk length. Be pulled by tractors, semi-trucks, whatever you want to pull this with. It's just got a regular hitch on it. But if you want the semi-truck version, which I hope we can hook these behind each other, but if you just want a regular semi-truck version, we've got that as well, the Schwarzmüller Timber Trailer Semi. It looks like it's maybe twice the size, maybe just under twice the size. This is going to be a great trailer for you guys. Making our way on, the Rystutech SKB 240. This will plant 240 saplings, not at a time, one at a time, but it will plant up to 240, or at least hold that many. One interesting thing is we are not getting, or at least I haven't seen, any of the pallets coming with this DLC yet. So I'm very interested to see what we get from there. Moving on. We have the wood cracker. We actually have a feller buncher that's going to attach to the excavator. By the way, this hooks up to the excavator. So does this, which is super awesome. Yeah, man. And we've got another piece. This is the Westech Woodcracker G1650. So this is just a log grab that is going to hook up to your excavators. How cool is that? But that's not it. We're also getting a mulcher, TMC Casella, the THX 180. Yeah, a mulcher, literally, on an excavator. That's powerful, man. That's powerful. Now moving on. We have some buckets. So this is for your smaller Volvo bucket, the Universal Bucket LM841, and this will hold 2,400 liters. Then we've got one a little bit bigger. This is the Rock Bucket, the Spade Nose. Now this is probably what you guys saw in the rock crushing blog that we got a few weeks ago, 1,000 liters there. And we also have a pallet and fork for the same thing, which will make things nice and easy. Then we get into the bigger buckets that are meant to be used with the 120 and the 180 Volvo wheel loaders, those new style. This one right here, if I can find my mouse, is going to go 3,600 liters. Then we got a little bit bigger version right here, a rock bucket. This holds 3,000 liters. Then we got the high tip. A lot of guys are going to be using this one. 5,000 liters with the high tip bucket. Of course, we have pallet forks. If you guys need those, you will have access to them, as well as the big bag lifter. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I'm excited about that. Now, we also have the general purpose bucket heavy duty. This is for the L180H. Tells you exactly which one it goes with. 5,000 liters there. And then we've got another one right here. And then a little bit bigger. And pallet fork. So the wheel loader buckets, if we kind of go through here, they are split up into what it says to use or not, rather, and then the ones that actually says which one to use with these. So that's pretty cool, and we got a big bag lifter for that as well as the unloading grapple. This is probably a style that you guys are used to seeing in the game, so this should be fairly familiar to you. Now, we also have the Paladin SFB 750. This is used for skid steer loaders. So you grab your skid steer, you do what you need to do, rock and roll, crack those rocks with that right there. And we also have some more low loaders as well. We have the Schwarzmüller Low Loader 4A. This is similar to the Flegel that we have into the game. On the back, we have 2 axles, but in the front of this one, we also have 2 more axles for a big, heavy vehicle, implement, whatever you've got on here. It's going to be made for a big heavy load on there. And we have the Schwarzmüller Low Loader 3A. This is very similar to, I believe it's the Load King that we've got in the game right now. Could be illegal as well. This has got a step on there, so if you want to put some stuff on the front part and then maybe put your telehandler or wheel loader on there as well, you can do that. I don't know if you're going to be able to reset this to maybe put some sides on it, straps. I'm sure it's got straps on there. But I'm sure you'll find something fun to use it with. And lastly, we've got 11 different miscellaneous items, including some placeables, which I didn't know we were getting, but we've got all of our colors of spray paint on here. So we will be getting blue paint, green paint, orange paint, red, pink, white, and yellow. So with these, you can use these paint however you want. However, in the game, they have a specific, like, hey, this color's for this. This is the marking for this, yada, yada, yada. So you will have to maybe learn which color does what. However, when you are spraying, you can do whatever you want. You'll be good to go. And lastly, we've got some placeables, miscellaneous items. We talked about the shipping containers in the Farm Sim Show podcast a few days ago. However, With this one specifically, it holds between 21,700 liters and 44,000 liters, leading some to believe that this could either be auto-loading for wood or maybe it'll hold more than just logs. Officially from Giants, they've said that you need to make sure you have the correct length of log that goes in there, and it will hold up to this capacity number right here, depending on which version you get. I believe it's 6, 9, and 12 meters long. So that's kind of cool, but we will have to find out. It's only a few days away. We're also going to get him some buildings, the Horman bulk haul. So this can be found in sheds, and it's just a new style of shed. We didn't know we were getting that, so that's great news. Then we also have a shelter with don't know how to say that. Anyway, it's a place that probably headers and stuff that work really good in here. That's what I'm going to use it for. And lastly, we have the Horman production building with, the other thing as well. This is huge. This might be the largest building in Farming Simulator 22 right here once it is out. Oof. And that is it. That is everything coming with this DLC. So now that you know everything that's coming with it, maybe you were not planning on buying it before. Are you planning on getting it now, or have you had your mind made up the whole time? Yes or no? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys would like to pick up the DLC, I will leave a link in the description. That is going to be for the PC version, so heads up there. If you guys are on console, you'll just have to get those on your corresponding consoles. For everybody else, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed, join the GoHam fam, notifications, turn them on. That way, you guys never miss any future Platinum DLC video content or daily Farming Simulator videos here on the channel. All that said, hope you have a good one. We'll see you later.